Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Wanted to do a quick update on the Orient RA-AC0015S10D. Quite the mouthful. So I already did a kind of initial unboxing video, so I just wanted to kind of talk more about kind of how the watch has been. This is a little kind of got delayed, I got sidetracked, but I wore it for a week straight just to kind of put it through kind of everyday use just to see how it would hold up. And in the end, there's some good, there's some bad. I'll kind of tackle kind of some of the bad and some things I did not like about it. Probably the biggest thing I did not like about this watch is no loom. Now I know it's a dress watch and usually you don't get loom with dress watches, but I still like it when they maybe sneak a little bit in. I mean, I don't need loom that will last, up all night, but just, I think the Sarb is a good example. The Sarb does that well, where it has loom, but very kind of inconspicuous, small little dot, just enough to kind of allow you to see the time when you transition from a light to dark room. A good example is like when I walk up the stairs in my house, it's not very well lit, so sometimes I'll glance at my watch as I'm walking up the stairs, and this one you can't really see it. So I think maybe just a little dot of loom on each indice, or even just on the hands alone would be enough just to kind of, you can kind of quickly orientate yourself and figure out the time. So no loom was kind of a little bit of a disappointment. The other part is accuracy. Now, again, at this price point, it's to be expected. You're not going to get a very accurate movement, but I'll post a screenshot here of what I timed it at. I actually forgot already, but I think it was at like 15 seconds off per day. So, I mean, technically it's still within spec, but, it is a little on the inaccurate side. Now, again, accuracy on watches depends how you wear your watches, because if you wear the same watch, if you're a one watch person, then it is going to kind of drive you nuts because you're always going to have to readjust it. But if you have, 5, 10, 15, 20 watches and you wear a new watch every day or every couple days, and it's really not a big deal, which is where I am. I usually don't wear the same watch more than like 2 days. 3 would be a stretch. So that I never really noticed accuracy in my watches unless I'm like testing it, like I did with this one where I wore it for a week straight and actually, set it to the right time and kind of monitored it. Otherwise, if I just rotate, I would never notice. The other part is the bracelet. While it actually fits okay, it does pick up scratches very easily. So this is definitely not like some of the higher end Seikos with a dye shield coating. This one, as you can see, from just a week of wear, it picked up a lot of scuffs. So again, at this price point, I wouldn't expect anything high quality, but just pointed out, it did kind of catch scratches pretty easily. I mean, I didn't get too rough with it, but I did wear it for a week straight, so you would think it would hold up a little better than a week, but the watch overall didn't really pick up much. So now on the positives, I do think this watch looks really nice. I think this dial kind of hits above its weight class. I mean, having kind of a two-tone type of dial, kind of a two design type of dial. We have that texture in the middle, kind of that matte-like finish on the outside. And actually, indoors it is kind of come off as matte, but when I took it outside and kind of a little bit of a sun, there is a little bit of a kind of a reflection to it. So it's not matte like I had initially thought would be. The hands are really nice. They look kind of black and white, like right here you can kind of see it looks black, and then in the light it's a real nice vibrant blue. So pretty nice. Crystal sapphire, huge plus. I actually think they have some, not kind of blow me away type of AR coating, but sufficient. Again, what you would expect at this price point. And then the size, at first I thought I liked the size, but I think for dress watches, I just like the watch to be a little bit smaller. So this is a 40 millimeter, which I thought is usually kind of my sweet spot, what I look for in watches. But on a dress watch, because you don't have any kind of a bezel, or it just kind of all you see is the dial, they can come across looking a little bit bigger than say like something that, you have a dial, or I'm sorry, a bezel that kind of, absorbs some of that that appearance. So it's kind of a trick in the eyes, is kind of, you just see kind of all dial. So I'm partial to kind of the SARB size. I think that's like maybe what I'd probably prefer, but that's subjective. So the size on this one is a little bit not to my liking. So overall, I mean, for the money, I think it is a great watch. I think I would recommend it, but I think if you are able to spend more, I would get something different, which is actually what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to get, I think the Orient Star, the Classic, I believe it's called. It's a little bit smaller, and I think Orient Star just kind of adds a little bit more refinement to the watch to make it feel a little better. But then again, if you don't want to go higher in price, I do think it's a great watch for $160-ish. I think it's an excellent dress watch. You get more than your money's worth here. I would still recommend it at that price point, but if you're able to spend more, I think I would recommend looking into something a little bit more premium, like an Orient Star Classic, or a SARB. But keep in mind, SARBs, you're looking at 3 times the cost. So yeah, not a whole lot more to say about this one. If you have any questions, definitely let me know, but I think this one's not going to stick around. I'm probably going to sell this one. I just don't see myself really, I don't wear dress watches all too often, and then I just think the size in this one is going to be a little bit of a turn off for me. So I think I'm probably going to get rid of this one and go with the Orient Star Classic I kind of came across. So yeah, that's it for this review. So thanks for tuning in. I think next what's on the horizon is actually probably making a video about this watch. This is the Flight Master, kind of the I don't want to say the OG Flight Master, but the Flight Master before everyone kind of took notice of the Flight Master. The SNA 411 is kind of the new kind of up and coming popular Flight Master. This is kind of its predecessor. This, I believe, is a 1990 model, early 90s, I would say. So yeah, I'll probably do a review on this one here in the coming weeks. Maybe like a side by side with the new Flight Master, just to kind of show how they compare. But yeah, otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and let me know if you have any questions. Just one final look.